What's up, everyone? Adam Prime, and we're here to talk about more Revice toys because I collect these figures no matter what. Like, I even collected them for Saber, even though I wasn't doing his gimmick or anything, or at least his RKFs. And I like those, and I thought this looked fun. This is. RKFs are dead, sadly, but I think these are literally just renamed RKFs. I feel like they might be very similar. I think they're even the same size. But we'll take a look at that in a second. And it is the Remix Rider. Is it the Rider Remix series or something like that? But this is for the first forms for Revice, and Vice. It says their names, which I think the packaging looks cool. And this is 2021 is apparently the year of derpy T-Rexes, because here they can do this. Whoo. That's gonna be fun. I want to see how stable that is. But yep, got the 50th anniversary right there. Probably their name. Oh, it does say their name. Kamen Rex Genome Set. On the side, you got Revice and Vice with the gun and the axe. On the top, you have their faces. Oh yeah, Revice Remix figure. See, there it is. It says it right there. Then with their alternate hands, the instructions. I don't know if this actually comes with instructions. The accessories, what you all get. And this looks pretty fun. I'm excited to open this guy up because, again, I really like RKFs, so I do like these size figures. So, let's open them up. See all the fun parts. Can't wait to make more derpy T-Rexes. And here they are! And that definitely wasn't months ago. Alright, to be completely honest, the box part of this video was recorded all the way back in October. I don't know why it took me so long to finish this video for the remix figures, but whatever. Here we are. Here are the figures at last. And, you know, having had these a while, I really do like them. And they are good representation of Revice and Vice in their Rex genome. You know? It's got nice metallic paint and everything in places like the biceps and the legs, which I really like, and the abs. Look at them abs. Got his T-Rex on his titty. And you got the belt with a ton of detailing. And there's your Vice stamp for the video. And that looks pretty good. It's not painted, but this was a $40 set about. But $20 per figure for two figures when RKFs used to be like $15 to $20 a piece isn't a big deal. It's like that actually is a pretty good price, especially for figures. And these just feel like more RKFs, just now they added more of a gimmick, which honestly RKFs as they went on just kind of improve themselves. So honestly, this just feels like a new improvement on an RKF. And I really liked RKFs. But yeah, you have this back thing for the T-Rex mode, obviously. And the arms really do like to pop off. They're kind of a pain in the butt. And when I first opened mine, and I tried cleaning this out, it had all this gross gunk in it. It's like, it honestly on camera looks probably a lot grosser than it does in person, because all it is a white, which I don't know why the camera is picking it up almost as like a brownish green. And I opened the package like that. So I don't know what that is, and I tried cleaning it, didn't want to work. But yeah, so these are on ball joints, but they also have like movements, so you know, to help with remixes later. And the shoulder pad goes up, and you can remove them for remixes. There's a lot of things that are just made for remixes, which I'm realizing probably why, because you change the whole torso, because often they need a new form of a gimmick. But the head movement's pretty good. You can look down a lot. You can look up. It's like, I would say it's on a ball joint, but but it isn't. It's like this hinge, like, pretty much negates what the ball joint would do, so whatever. The helmet, I I've said many times on this channel that I loved Revice design, and I think this captures it really well. I like the put the blue between the teeth. Like if it focus, like I like that a lot. And the sparkles in the metallic paint is cool. But yeah, no. So you have the arms, and they're single joints, but you can rotate them at the bicep. Well, at the elbow, I guess it's where it is. You got the hands, and those just pop in and out for when you want to swap in an extra hand. That is not the right one, but I'm not really going to swap them because we're going to have to remix them later. So it's better just to keep these hands. But while we're on the subject of hands, they both come with an open set of hands for each of the figures. So that's nice that they give you some open hands. But yeah, so got the ball joint at the thing. Like I said, they are expecting you to remove that because honestly, whenever you're doing a remix, this is the part that often has a constant. That's the part. See? So yeah, that's that. But doesn't matter because you got the legs, which have pretty good movement, 90 degrees. Got the ball joint at the feet. Got the thigh joint, I guess. Can go in and out. Can't go much because he got the butt flap. He can't go past his own butt. But overall, a really decently articulated figure. Vice has pretty much the exact same articulation. Like, I can't think of anything outside of the added joints, obviously. But again, a really good figure. But yeah, Vice has pretty much the same joints, except he now has his scarf. And obviously these things on the shoulder pad, but the shoulder pads work the same like how they did on Revice. Got the tail, got Vice's tail. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty much the same amount of articulation. You got his buckle and everything, and it looks pretty good. And again, another well-captured version of Vice in the Rex genome. It's like, I love the knitted hat, which I think it's funny that Bandai is actually selling these. Not like with the mask underneath. It's not like the full helmet. It's just almost just like a knitted hat like of this. And I think that's hilarious. But say I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but if I do, that would be a funny video to do. But yeah, there's that. You obviously have these, which will become the dino feet, which just peg on there, and you get the holes, and then you peg them later. Got his feet, which a cool detail is at the bottoms of their feet, they have the 5 and 0. I think that's honestly a really cool detail. Because I don't even think RKF's had the details on the shoes. Like, that's such a Figuarts detail, I like to call it. Where it's like, it's such a tiny detail that you don't expect on, like, these kinds of figures. And they gave it to you. So it's like, you can actually do the rider kick with their 50. So that's pretty cool. With their double rider kick. And I don't know why I'm having such a weird time having them stand. But yeah, that's them and their articulation. They both look really good. But other accessories outside of their hands, there is 2 versions of the Orin Buster 50. One is the axe mode, which just has the bigger blade. Like, and honestly, I think it's bigger in general than the gun mode. But yeah, the gun mode has this piece cut out so you can hold the trigger and everything, which, yeah, it's fine. And honestly, if you wanted to, you could have them both hold it in axe mode. You could have them both hold it in gun mode. He just wouldn't be holding the trigger if you're using the axe one. So do whatever you want, you know. Have fun with it. It's your toy. Have fun with it. Honestly, if you're going to be accurate, only one of them can have it at a time anyway. So, you know what? Whatever. They give you 2. You can give each one of them either one. So, whatever. So, let's, before we get to the remix, let's get into some comparisons. Let's start with some other lines, like the Ultra Action, which I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And an SH Figuarts Ultraman. And they are quite a bit shorter than these guys. And to bring in some other riders, here is, if I don't bump the camera, I bump the camera, trying to bring in RKF Slash, which, again, these scale perfectly well with them. Like they are very similar lines. Like, honestly, remix figures are just a continuation, just under a new name. They just decided not to call them RKFs anymore. Got Hibiki, who is much bigger. He's closer to 6-inch. Which, for the 6-inch comparison, here's a Putty, which Hibiki is still also taller than. Hibiki is just a big boy. He is the figurized Hibiki. But yeah. Also, speaking of RKFs, would you guys want to see a video of just me talking about RKFs in general? Like, I've thought about doing it, but I really haven't. But if you'd like to see more of the RKF line, leave it in the comments. Leave it in the comments. Let's bring in a weird outlier, but 5-inch Skeletor. And these guys are just still here, but like, yeah, and Gridman. I don't know. But yeah, that's that. And now let's get to the remix. And honestly, like I said, if you're into like the more 5-inch scale, it can really work. Honestly, that's about how tall they are. Like, I'm not gonna get a ruler out because I don't got one handy. So let's get into the remix. So to get Revice ready, you pretty much just put his arms out, or pop his arms apart, you put his arms like this, put his head up, flip this out, bing bada boom, more on the boom, and you flip that out, and you flip these pegs out, and you squat them like this, and you lay them down. Then you get Vice. Like I said earlier, you pop the little shoe thing off, which I don't know what happened, or maybe let's swap these. I'm curious. I've been having a hard time getting these on. I think I might have swapped them by accident, which I think I did, because yeah, that went on a lot easier than the last time I tried doing this. So I guess that was my problem. Was them not, I just didn't have them on the right feet. And the tail and the scarf just become one. And there's that. And you see these pegs, you see the holes. Yeah. You plant them on his thighs. This is so weird. This is so stupid, by the way. I'm not gonna defend this. As much as I think this is stupid, I genuinely think it's funny. And like, it's interesting they play it for a gag in the show. Like, the remix forms. And again, like, I don't get the whole point of remix forms. Like, up until recently. By the way, he has pegs in his wrist. And yeah. Yeah. Fold that down. You have the logo. You fold it down on the other side. I broke his snoot a little bit. You fold these out for hands. The king of the dinosaurs, Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's hard to get him to gotta... It's like, once you get him to stand, it will stand. It's just kind of a pain to get to that point. And I don't even know if there's a point to show you the articulation, because honestly, you look at it, it's two dudes, like, trying to find a new way to do a chicken walk. like this should explain a lot. Like, it's so stupid, and it doesn't even look that great, but I honestly get so much weird joy out of it. And he's like, don't even look at it from the front. Like, I don't even know how I'd react if I saw that coming at me, but like that's how it's meant to be viewed. And the reason I called 2021 the year of the derpy T-Rex is because not only did we get this, but we got Juran. And nothing against Juran. I love Juran. But these are supposed to be representing the same animal. Like, it's funny to me. Like, these are the same creature. These are the same creature that are on, like, the T-Rex Vice stamp. You know, like the fierce, big-headed thing. Like, it's too funny. It's hilarious, and I enjoy them both. He has a better front file, though. At least he still looks like a creature robot thing. And that's kind of it. I think these are solid figures. And if you know there are more in the Remix line, they have a couple more sets. Like the... God, what are they? The Megalodon and Eagle and the Jackal Terra set. And I think those are a little bit unfairly priced because they're also asking for $40. But you don't get full figures. You just get stuff to add to these figures to make them those forms. Like, and they come with like almost mannequin things. Like the Jackal Terra set makes sense because it comes with the big quad thing for you to ride on the hover bike, but I don't know, $40 is kind of ridiculous. It's like, well, you can buy 2 figures for that, but then you're going to tell me all those parts and I can't even have them both at the same time? That's kind of sucks. And if you don't like the remix forms, I get it. Like I said, these are dumb. I may like it because of how stupid it is, but I am going to acknowledge that this is not good. Would it have been cool if they could have made the dinosaur thunder thighs for Revice, like how I use often at the end of cards? Figure art when. But yeah, no. And that's it. If that looks wrong. I'm gonna pick him up. That looked wrong. But yeah, thank you so much for just watching me mad ramble. Pretty much. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Until leave suggestions of what you want to see on the channel. Like I said, do you want to see more RKF stuff? And as I said, like, I'm looking for feedback and asking what you guys want to see. Like, I'm not always gonna have Vice stamps like recently, so. You know, I'm open to suggestions. So, until whatever next I do,